This week's Academia is brought to you by Lazy Fuck, because this is the only reviewer that will only fucking forget about doing chapters that he promised to do daily because of Monster Hunter, other shit going on, and any other bull. I think I should have a penalty for the next time I fuck up. I think I'm going to let myself go with this one, but definitely to make up for you guys, I'm going to do a double chapter this week of 2 and 3 of Academia, but next time I fuck up, I think I'll have to do myself a little dare or something. Like, I don't know, guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you think I should do. Should I do like a whole to make myself, like, make sure that I keep on track doing these daily stuff? Should I do, I don't know, like a volume's worth of material in one day? Should I talk about something else that I don't want to talk about, aka Toriko, or something else? Like, I'm very curious because I feel like I should do dares, like, because I really don't want to let you guys down with, like, me being incompetent and just, like, I know it isn't excuses, but yeah, I have been busy and I am sorry, but I should know that you guys come first more than any other shit. So let's get on to Academia 2 and 3. So one thing I got to say is, like, chapter 2 is entirely a training chapter. It's like, oh, Deku, you want to inherit all might strength, you want all for one, which is a pretty fucking awesome quirk, I'm not gonna lie. That is a pretty sick name. It's like, you can inherit it, but I'm gonna test you first for 10 months. You see all this fucking trash here? You're cleaning it. You're gonna have to move this into this designated area so I can actually see the fucking beach. You're gonna do that. And Deku being like, one thing that I can definitely see said, and I know Deku's grown as a character later on in the series, but even through the start of it when I was catching up, one thing that I hate about Deku, and that's something that's really annoying me, and I think it's just, I'm really tired of this cliche, oh, I can't do this, I'm not strong enough as you, all mate. Like, I just feel like such a bitchy, whiny character, like, just voice coming from him, and it's just like, I can understand, it's definitely how a lot of people treated it over in Japan, over here as well. It's like, it's, you a lot of the time you do feel useless, you do that, but I don't know if that's just seen the trope too many times, or what. I like Deku, I think Deku's a cool character, but fuck me, he is annoying sometimes with that little crybaby bitch attitude that he's got. I'm being honest with you guys, I fucking hate that shit, but I really do like Deku as a character, and I love how his development goes through, and even as well, chapter 3 we saw him, he will fucking, like, you know, he will cry and fucking moan about it. He pretty much is the modern day Tsuna from Hitman Reborn. He will cry, he will bitch about stuff like that, he will fucking pussy out of stuff, but when shit gets real, and when he needs to act like a hero, he will get in there and sort that shit out, which I do fucking love. It's just dealing with that fucking character like that most of the time does get a little tad a bit annoying. That's one thing I can definitely say. But one thing I really liked was just at the end of the second chapter is that, you know, he's training whilst going to school, dealing with all this shit, and I just love it at the end of it, because I think there was like about a year time skip around there, because it was 10 months, so I'm assuming like everyone's now about like 15 or 14 now, right? So one bit, it's like All Might was seen like he was like kind of like pushing him too hard, but the best thing was like when you see him on top of the fucking trash screaming, ah, like that, he like fucking did it. He's like, and like All Might shows him a comparison picture saying, this was you 10 months ago, this little whiny ass little bitch, look at you now, you're fucking hench, look at you, look at these guns that you got going here, like fucking. I really did like that about the chapter, like, you know, he's like, oh, thank you, alright, and he suddenly gets like the fucking hair, and he's like, yeah, you can inherit my power. By the way, you could have just had this anyway, because I like he fucked with him kind of a bit, saying like, oh yeah, if you don't train, you're just gonna like fucking die and explode because my power is just so fucking awesome, which is very understandable. I can see that. It's like very interesting quirk, since most quirks can't be transferred, but definitely with All Might's one. So I'm very curious, it's like, who All Might got his quirk from, like, who did he get All for One from? Like, is that like someone we're gonna meet for future on in the series? That's something I'd be curious about. Turns out like All Might's like mentor is like fucking evil or something. Like, that would be really cool. I don't know if that's happened in manga, because I think at the moment there's like some tournament going on, so that'd be pretty sick if that's the actual case to it. But that sounds pretty fucking awesome in my opinion, and that's just a little fucking fan theory going on. Other than that, I like chapter 2. Chapter 3, that's when we actually get into the exams itself and see, you know, all the sort of characters we see. Like, and that one chick, the gravity bitch, I forget, I think her name's like Uraka, I believe. I really can't remember. I probably won't know until like I actually see her actual name in the actual chapters to come, because well, I don't know fucking her name yet, like from what we saw. But that guy and the other motherfucker with the agility stuff, I will say who he looks like when we get to it, like that one chapter with him. But it's like, regardless of what, yeah, she's pretty cool. She reminds me so too much though, and that's something about the Barrage's artist. Like, very similar character designs. Like, she so looks like that one. I believe her name is Tico from Barrage. She looks pretty nearly identical, like, to like sort of character, but she seems like more happy-go-lucky, while like Tico was like really more angsty and like sort of, she had her reasons. But from like the stuff that I've read of this girl, I really like Tico from what the little we saw from her compared to this girl. But she seems really nice, she seems really kind, and seems like someone that, you know, is kind of like a love interest, like for our main man Deku. So it was a cool chapter. Like, I liked like the whole little Mario references saying, oh yeah, we're gonna take down some fucking villains and shit going down there, and then she actually like tripped up on like when the big fucking death fucking arena bot just came out of nowhere, and like everyone was like getting the fuck out of there, and Deku was like, no, I'm not fucking running away. See, this is what I like about him. He, like, when shit gets real, he fucking steps in. He is the modern day Tsuna. That is the best way to compare him. Like, I don't know if he like gets either more fucking awesome or manlier throughout the series, but yeah, that's honestly who he is. He is Tsuna. He is generally fucking Tsuna, and that's not a bad thing. That honestly isn't. But pretty fucking sick, him going in, and then he's like, you scream out those fucking words. Weird way how to do it. You clench your asshole. I mean, that's... Normally you do that when you're trying not to get raped or you're trying to hold a shit in. But regardless of what, if that's how you fucking gotta take down robots, then I don't mind clenching the cheeks. That's just all me. But regardless of what, pretty cool chapter. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was honestly an awesome chapter. Really enjoyed it, and you know, got to see the more heroic side of Deku. So that was really awesome. Overall, I think maybe I liked I don't know, because both chapters were good. I really liked both of them. I think maybe I liked a little more memorable kind of stuff from chapter 2 when he like finally finished his training and he was screaming on top of the trash. But then in this one we got to see actually what his quirk actually entails. Like, it actually shows him like smashing the fucking robot and like fucking up his fist. So that was pretty awesome. I think both equally are like 7.5 to like 8s. Like, they were really great chapters, I feel. So I feel like 7.5 to an 8 are like good scores to these two chapters. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this. But that's all from me. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.